I was like, I've never had a freaking crew cab. I want a crew cab. Holy shit. How many have we had now? 10? Well, so welcome back to Black Sheep Customs. We're going to show you what we have here on the premises. We got a lot of trucks, so stay tuned. Get out your notebook and start taking those notes because there will be a pop quiz. And this way, we're going to start over here and then go this way. There's a lot of vehicles on the property. Every time you walk by the mailbox, you got to check to see if there's mail. There's mail in there, but we don't check it because it's probably hate mail. They're probably like, pay me. And I'm like, okay. All right, so this is a 1958 Mercury M100. And these are really rare because they are the lowest production year of all the Mercury pickups for the M100, the 250s, the 5, 6, all the big ones, like all of them. The 58s are the least number ever made. So I got 2 of them. This one though went through a fire. I bought it from a friend up in Saskatchewan, Canada. And he tried to buy this thing for several years, but couldn't get it bought. The guy didn't want to sell it. And then a fire came through the pasture where this was parked, burned it up, and then he sold it. Then I got it. My dad was born in 58 and he really wanted a 58 really bad, so here it is. We're gonna put probably 460 big block in it and turn it into a burnout truck. And I think we're gonna do a little school and teach people how to do burnouts with it. I mean, it's burned up already and we call it the burnt Merc, so the burnt Merc. All right, now let's go over here. Oh, so this body style is called a fridge, in case you were wondering. Then this is another fridge right here. So that's a 58. This one right here is a 59. And you can tell by the way it is. So like, you just look at the grills and then like where it has Ford right here, or it would be Mercury, only the 59s had that. Each year is very different one from another. So if you look at a picture of all of them together, you can start picking out the different things. And then on the back of this truck is a 49 Fargo, which is a Dodge in Canada. It's branded as a Fargo. We got that one sold. That's going to our Cornwall tool guy. This is a 1960 Ford. Not sure what's holding up the hood here. Just need to close it. This is called Kermit. This is a F500 or is this a 600? 600. F600. And we got it out of Las Vegas. And we call it Kermit because it's green and brown, so it looks like the brown lips, you know, on Kermit the Frog. And this is a 60, so you can see the way the grill is and the way the Ford emblem is, that it's a 60. So this is pretty cool. We're going to be putting this on an F550 chassis here very soon with a Cummins motor in it and a really cool flatbed and some stacks. We're going to do the Brown Brothers style on this one. And no, I'm not copying them. I already had the idea and then they did it. I'm like, yeah, see, that was a good idea. And they were friends anyway, so who cares? We got a tailgate for the Fargo, but it's inside. This is a 1960 Ford F100 that we got out of Fresno, California. And this thing is really clean. There's no rust on it at all. Very, very minimal. Just one little spot over there on the bed. But the floor inside is super clean. We really like it. But we got a chassis for this thing, and it's going to be going on this chassis with a narrowed 9-inch rear end and a 429 big block. She's going to be rowdy. So that's coming up here real soon. We'll get that done and we'll get it sold. So any of these things, if you're interested in it, like hit us up because we're already in the process of getting these things on the list and on the schedule to get them built. And some of them are going to be for sale. Some of them I don't want to sell. I want to build them for ourselves, so they might take a little longer to get there, but money talks. So this is a 62 Mercury Unibody. So a Unibody is pretty rare in the fact that Ford only did it for a couple years in the early 60s and with the slick sides. And you can see that the cab and the bed are one piece, so it's a Unibody. And this is a Mercury. We want to turn this into a race truck someday, so I'd like to not sell it. However, money talks. This is a 68 Mercury M100 with a 360 motor in it. It runs and drives. We drive it, get parts, go to lunch. We do all sorts of fun stuff in it. Not any real big plans for it at the moment. Might do a diesel swap on it, chassis swap on it someday down the road. This is a bump side. This is the very last year of the Mercury. So the Mercury's went from 1946 to 1968. It's got a lot of really cool patina, but it's got some pretty bad rust in a few spots. This is a 63 Mercury M100 with a 223 inline 6 and a 3 on the tree. And it is a slick side, short box, wrong bed. So in this era, Ford put a lot of these beds on there from the previous body style, the fridge bed, and they came from the factory that way, and so they're called a wrong bed. So this is a Mercury short box, wrong bed, so that combination's kind of on the rare side. I've seen a few. This is the sought after 1956, and it's a Mercury M100. This one is already sold. One of our guys in-house started drooling over it, so I made a deal, and it's going to be his. He's going to build it and probably paint it black, and going to make it really slick. His customer's 5.9 Cummins we're doing some repairs on. This is my 1971 Ford F350 crew cab with the fleet side bed on it, motor seized in it. I want to put it on a Super Duty chassis and put a 6.7 Cummins and a G56 transmission in it. I want to crank it up over 1,000 horse. It'd be pretty wild. This is a 75 crew cab, came out of Canada. A lot of these came out of Canada. This is an old railroad truck, and this cab is in really good shape. There's no rust in it. It's a highboy chassis. It's got the F26 VIN code. However, it's already sold, and we'll be building it hopefully here soon for the guy. This is a 1979 F600 crew cab that we just got in. And the crew cabs are cool because they got a push button door handle and they have a bump side dash. And this is also a very good cab with no rust in it. However, I just sold it today and it's going to Missouri. So the doors are in storage back over here. This cab here, this is Jane Doe. We have no VIN number on it. We have no idea exactly what year it is other than it's a dent side cab and it's really rusty. We're going to put it on probably a Super Duty chassis and turn it into a rock crawler, pre-runner, something of the sort. We figure as rusty as it is, who cares? Let's go beat it up. I even got rear doors for it. How about that? This is a 1969 Fargo, and this is slowly becoming this truck over here, which is going to be our race truck. For the insurance, it's not a race truck. It's just a beat around driving the dirt truck. Don't worry about it. It's going to be about 1,200 horse, 12-valve Cummins. We call this one Dirty Mike. It's pretty rowdy. This right here is a 2005 or 6 F550. It's got a blown up 6.0 in it. We'll be pulling the chassis off of it, or the cab off this chassis. The flatbed's going to go onto a truck inside, and then we'll be putting one of our other cabs, probably a fridge cab on it, a 1960 Ford on it. Possibly some big wheels and stuff, probably swap a Cummins in it because I'd rather put a Cummins in it than fix a 6.0. Then for one of the real special treats we got back here, this is a 1946 Chevy Maple Leaf. This is another Canadian truck, and this one's really clean. It's really cool. It's got the only rust on it's a little bit right here in the door. But this is an old grain truck out of Saskatchewan, Canada. And the plan at the moment is to put it on a 12-valve Cummins that we got, and it'll have a flatbed on it. It'll be a pretty cool truck. So be keeping your eye out for that. If you're interested in that build, let us know.
Can't forget about the trailers.
And then, of course, we got all the trailers that haul all the stuff here. If you notice, I'm always on the road, always going somewhere. Canada a lot, because I got a lot of friends up there, and I don't know, I enjoy it up there. It's a lot of fun. This is our new Raw Max. Got a hydraulic dovetail. This is our old Steady Steed, the PJ trailer, our Max D trailer. These trailers, we use them a lot. This is the infamous Screaming Seaman. It's got 12-valve Cummins in it, NV 4500 tranny. It's got a whole bunch of power-driven diesel goodies on it. It's going to get a bigger turbo put on it here real soon. It's got conical valve springs, got 215P pump with full delivery cut. Valves in it, not valves, delivery valves, fully cut delivery valves. It's got 5K governor springs. It's still running the stock head and stock head bolts, and we just tighten them down a little bit more. even got the stock manifold, but it hits 5,000 RPM and it screams. And it's a lot of fun. What's that? And it's got an air dog pushing the fuel. You gotta have that for sure. And then as you can see, the tires on it, we just got new tires put on it. This is important, you need this. You wanna go fast, you gotta get an air dog. Oh yeah, it's got the power driven sump on the tank. She ugly, but that's kind of the whole point. And last night, I got back at 4 a.m. this morning, picked up this 07 F550 with a blown up 6.0. We'll be selling the 12-foot flatbed off the back. We'll be selling the cab. We'll use it for another swap. Once again, probably put a Cummins in it. Here's some of our parts trucks. This is a 77 F100. Or I guess probably in that era is a 150. Crazy thing is this is a power steering, power brake AC truck. Came out of New Mexico. But there ain't much to it. We bought it just for parts. There was already a lot gone. That right there is our 75 Highboy. It's a F250 four-wheel drive Highboy. It's got a 390 4-barrel carb in it. I think we're going to be restoring it one of these days. It's got a little bit of rust, but not too bad. And we call that truck Amber. Every truck has a name. Some of them probably can't say, and other ones are fine. Got a 96 Dodge body right there, sitting on a 99 Super Duty chassis. The cab, the bed, that's all for sale. Just need to get it out of here. This is another one of those rare 58 Mercury pickups. Like it's a truck, it's a 600, M600. That's gonna, we'll do a build on it later for my dad. That's pretty cool. This is a, what year is this? 80, can't remember, it's an 80 something Firebird. That's my nephew's though. One of these days we're gonna get this truck built. This is an 85 crew cab, bullnose, dually 350. It's in really good shape. We want to put it on a F450 Power Stroke chassis. We'll keep the Power Stroke in it. And I'm using this as a run around tow pig. Can't wait till we can actually build it. We got an 85 square body back there that I used to drive in high school. We got a 77 Ford F250, I guess actually it's a 150 cab, no rust, freaking perfect. And then we got some leftover parts over there from a 59 GMC that we've been working on. That's some of the parts that were a little too rough to use. Well, let's go inside the shop and show you what's going on in here. Got hoods and fenders and all sorts of stuff, and a blown up 6.7 Cummins, like 7,000 RPM, 2,000 horsepower. Broke the cylinder right there. Piston came apart. This is a 1967 Mercury M100 that we got out of Saskatchewan, and it's got moss and lichens growing all over it. It's got a 352 motor. We've been working on it, getting it running and driving and getting the brakes put together. And next week we'll get some new wheels and tires put on it and go take it out for its first drive. We've been debating if we want to wash it or leave it as is. As we've been working on it, kind of keeps getting rubbed off, but I mean, how often do you see a truck driving around that's got moss growing on it? I kind of think it's cool. We're getting the seat recovered for it right now. So we'll have it up for sale here, I'm guessing about 2 weeks. We'll have it listed. And then this is some of our customer builds. This is a 79 Ford Crew Cab on a 99 7.3 Power Stroke chassis with 2006 suspension and axles and everything under it with it's got a BDS 6-inch lift kit with Fox coilovers. It's got a KC turbo on it. It's got some really cool exhaust manifolds and stuff. I can't remember where they came from. Are they Dieseler? No, those are Dieseler R exhaust manifolds. Anyways, it's getting big injectors. It's gonna have a big H-pop put in it. This thing should be pushing 400 to 500 horsepower when it's all done. It's got 2020 King Ranch seats in it and a 2020, actually it's a 21 Escalade panoramic sunroof in it. This is just the mock-up one. It's got a little bit of tear in it. We got another one that's in good shape we'll be using. But this truck's going to be the antimatter Ford Blue with the, and all the powder coating, the accent color is the Highland Bronze color. I think that's what it's called. Highland Bronze. This is a 59 GMC Napco truck originally, and it's on an 85 K10 chassis, and the axles have all been built with a whole bunch of Yukon parts. It's got locker front and rear. It's got a GM crate engine, LS362 in it, with headers and stuff, and it's got this classic intake manifold. And so when you look at it, it's going to look classic with the intake and the air cleaner, and all the coil packs will be covered up and stuff. So when you look in here, if you don't know what you're really looking at, it'll look like an old school motor, but it's going to get all painted and cleaned up. It's going to be gorgeous. We're hoping to be driving this around, testing it here in the next about the next month or so. That we'll be doing all that kind of stuff, and then we'll tear it back down and then put it in paint. So, and then last but not least is this is Ranger Wayne 1975 F350, and we've got it all tore down. It's got a 460 big block in it. This is power steering, power brake, AC truck. The firewall was all cut up right here, and they'd put some other weird AC box in it. Somebody's trying to retrofit something, make it work, but it's hideous. So we cut it out, grafted it in a different part of the firewall here. So we'll paint the firewall and the whole inside of the cab the original green, and then we'll be redoing the seat. It'll have mesquite brown leather, and it's gonna have some buffalo hide put on it and stuff, so it's gonna be kind of cool. And then it's gonna go back on its original frame. It's getting sandblasted, and we'll paint it. It'll have a flatbed on it, and it'll have probably some big old bougie blingy chrome wheels on it, so it'll be really cool. Oh, there is one more truck you have to see. One more. And you can't have this truck, but I'll build you one if you want it. This is our dog. But the table, 1949 Ford truck, and we turned the flatbed into a table. This is what we use every single day. We eat at it, we do our conference meetings, everything's from right here from this table. One of the coolest things we've ever done, I think. It's a statement piece. Everybody loves it. Even people leave their garbage on it. So that's most of our inventory. We got more stuff that's in a yard up in Idaho at the farm. We got a few things out of a buddy's place here. So there's still a few more things, some more Mercury, some more Ford trucks. But anyways, if you see anything that interests you here, that you'd like to watch us build, or that you're interested in being part of the build or buy it when it's done, let us know. And remember, like, subscribe, and follow for more, and stand out from the crowd or the herd, one of the two. I don't know. You choose.